Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so, unhappy? Oh, it's nothing. Really though, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Unexpected fact that has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Well, very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if that will be the producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can't you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director of television. Were you at the Global Studio on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix? Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It looked a lot more like time. Oh, it took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the studio 2 trailers, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area. That's right. It was a fighting scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on the hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've just heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, thus the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Rovs rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else at lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it. Phoenix? If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. Press. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on the employee area. Everyone else means that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't go to eat? Yeah, the steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, it does seem odd, now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No one. Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, a man who likes to eat, I would suspect as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I mean, wolfed it down then. A mental image I would carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until 4. During the meeting, well, no one took a break. 3, 2, 1. Hold it! You didn't take a single break, huh? I mean, yeah, not one. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you have just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Whoops, ruffle. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess I did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, raffle, but it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only like 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, you know, commit a murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Yeah, what is FWIW? For what I was? What? For we is were? Oh, for what it's worth. Oh my god. Do people use that? How come I have never seen them, dude. I had to Google it. Oh my gosh. I don't think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. In office emails only. Yeah, for what is worth, we took a... Wait, but that doesn't even make any sense. For what it's worth, we took a break? What do you mean for what it's worth? For the steak? What? Wouldn't it be like... FYI or something is better? I don't know. Raffle. But it only took 15 minutes. 15? That's only like 13 and base 12. What does that mean, dude? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, yeah, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, I mean, D. Vasquez plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, you know, commit murder in one Studio One. LOL. Why is that? Because that's only just enough time to eat T-bone steak if you ask me. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. LOL. Well, Phoenix, that test menu was way too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio One in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? Let me see. I mean, how the heck do I know? How long it will take? That's only 13 and base 12, not enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio One. Prove... So we have to prove something. That he was able to go to the Studio One in that time. So I guess let's go... Percent. I feel like it gotta be the monkey head, right? Contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Block the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. That's sleeping pills. Broken samurai spear, guide map. And it just shows the map and not time. Dragging one leg at 2. 2:30 cost pierce through the chest. I will try the monkey head. No, it's not right. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. If it's not the monkey head, the map maybe? It's not even the map either. Yeah, I guess when in... Also, I should save. Losing my points here. I mean, I didn't technically press literally everything, but Maya is basically saying present something that contradicts what he said. But I don't think I have it. I don't know. I would say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30! That's the time of death! So he could have gone gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Well, let's just press everything again, but I think we'll see. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it and claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in that meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's with your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the Studio 1 or studios were blocked. Mr. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Well, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from here to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkey's head... Wait, it's Miss? The fallen Miss Monkey's head bared away. Well, it's actually called the Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to retrieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Well, very well. The court opinion on this case as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. Therefore, they have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he has won. He is the one who did it. If he had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered this victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will now take 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for the recess. Yikes. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I never said I'd given up on the trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to that than... But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we'll prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Here to children everywhere. After all, thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box, one of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and the grade in the school? Witness? What? Just cause you're all grown-ups don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Atkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling that this is going to be a long, long day. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you are speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness. Cody. He's having a trouble with the gentle thing. You were present at You were at Global Studios on the day of incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in the courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I would like special permission if that's possible. Wait, you're saying you had a bargain terms with the kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me everywhere I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You would better make a note in the courtroom record. A new digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw at the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady couldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. But be gentle! Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. I want to see a Steel Samurai. Oh my lord, I only start with the 4 points? If I mess up 2 times, I'm donezo? Oh my lord. I thought it would reset after recess. Oh, it's okay. Relax, Kay. We got this. I want to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so that lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on the way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a steel samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, a steel samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yeah, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time to shot. I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really, I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day though. And that security lady always yelling? Right, please continue. Chill, Pops! I'm getting to it! How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady couldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's wood. There's woods. That's where I saw. I see. Well, anyhow, I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! Did we not press everything? I think we pressed everything, right? So it says the head was not busted. Can we present this? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. He said the head was not busted! You don't understand! Could it be the camera then? If I have my camera with me. But he has always had his camera, right? Let's go! Cody, what you just said seems well a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Oh my gosh, that face. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. I see. Well, anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So, you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. There was no action. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! In detail, please? So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Phoenix, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts. You know what? I will press everything then. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was so busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and the samurai punch and the samurai chop and samurai slap. Something like that. Still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder? Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is this meaning of this? The witness has stated that he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he is being vague. Tell me, what kind of murder uses a samurai slap? My point is this, Cody. You have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed out the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, I mean, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can't figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have the ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? They say show evidence. He couldn't watch it because He was busy trying to take... Oh! Contains every victory scene. And then... Wait, how do I do this? Cody was trying to use his camera, but he didn't know how to use it, so he missed it. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? 3, 2, 1, take this! Here is my proof. What's that? The camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with the operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking a little kid? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right, Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business! Your Honor, the defense would like to request that the Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody? Could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held out my camera to take photo, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I would like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Lens open? Dude, digital camera lens open? Isn't it already open lenses? Like it's not even closed. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held out my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai? That's all that happened. Yup. That's all. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did it really not take a picture? Not even one? Now he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Whoa. It feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find the clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick up holes in such short testimony? Well, it's easy. I just gotta get to that part. Boom! 3, 2, 1! Take that or objection. Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Yeah. What was it with you? What was it you told me then? I got to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Still Samurai lands the final blow. Was am. I got them all. I never erase one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Still Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Still Samurai, all taken by Cody Hawkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Still Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all this picture of the Still Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? Have an explanation. If the Still Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait! No way! Phoenix? I think we have finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he took? Because the Still Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Still Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Still Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Still Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible. The Still Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Still Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Still Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Still Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Still Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Still Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Still Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness testimony, the Still Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on here? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Still Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Still Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Still Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Still Samurai. Order! So the Still Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That is what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about the Willpower's foot injury. But wait. Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Olbeck said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for the Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then, he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would this victim do such a thing? I don't know, Honor. Mr. What? I don't know. I get it. I thought that Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it still isn't hard to say. I'm afraid that could just be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof that we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the fact that we all know them in the photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. Isn't it 2? Isn't it 2? 3, 2, 1. Take that! Your Honor, look at this! I see. Gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number. Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ugh! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees that what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in this photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the true crime happened. Well, Studio 2, baby. Here, at the Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. What? I mean, no filming is done there. Well, I guess there's the trailer there. We'll go with the trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Sal Manella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to the studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Sal Manella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with the access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Olbeck, saw was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer. Mr. Jackhammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jackhammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have any proof? Give me the proof that the victim, Jackhammer, stole the costume. We do have... I have proof! I have proof! You do? You do, Mr. Wright. Take that! This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reading, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills! The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. I mean... we can test Powers' blood. Or we can test the fingerprint in the blood. Or the fingerprints in the bottle. On the bottle. But... won't both do? Oh, the pill must have worn off? Alright, fingerprint on the bottle then. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check these bottles for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Olbeg may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailers did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Willpowers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. I think I got a email. Excuse me? A thread in NLS's Circle Jerk is trending. Everyone's talking about the pot play, but they forgot the best EP of the year came out a week ago, last year. And it's talking about B-Spream, online entertainment. Why would I get a notification of that? What? Well, that's kind of funny. Whew. That was a close one. We were saved by our hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too? Really? You both seem so confident. Haha, maybe I should take up a career in the acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued.